Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony. I'm here to give you a park review of Medina Lake, or is it Lake Medina? It's one of them two. RV park here in Lakehills, Texas. Come on in. This is the front gate here, and this is the office. There's a nice big area there to turn around if you need to. So as soon as you come in, you should make a left, because normally this front gate is unoccupied and you need a card to get in. But more about that later. So stick around with us, because things like that is what you're going to learn in this video. So come along with us, because you've just entered the Coolest Life RV Park Review Edition. So this park here is gated, as I mentioned, and normally it's manned with 1 or 2 people, especially if it's a busy season. They know they got a lot of people checking in, 12, 15, 20 people that are checking in. They will make sure they man this. But normally, or daily, they will have you come in here, park your RV here, and then you will, should I say, park your RV there, and then you will drive around here and walk in and go see them at the front desk. They don't have a kind of shop. There's not things you can buy for your RV or things for camping. There's nothing like that. It's basically just a counter, and it's actually a pretty good sized building. I wonder why they don't have some type of shop that you could sell something. I don't know, drinks, especially being so far out here away from everything. But let's go on in and take a look at some of the sites and some of the amenities that they have here, because they've got a few. Come along with us. And this is the pool area. It's a good size, but this is a brand new facility here. This is the shower rooms. I'll show you the ladies here real quick, because the door's open. I'm actually cleaning the men's. But you can see it's in really good condition. Oh. Nice shower, brand new. I don't like the fact that there's no door here. I wish there was a door here so you can lock from the inside, because these you can't. Brand new. I like them. Don't look at that one. Don't look at that one. Yeah, I like it. And this pool is really good size. Yep, I don't think it's quite Olympic, but it's close. There's also a hot tub at the other end, but the hot tub is it's working. At least it's hot, but this water here is not heated, so it's a little chilly, because it's still April, early April, and it's yeah, I wouldn't get in that unless you like ice baths. If you're into that, which I am. So I'm gonna get into that for like 3 or 4 minutes every other day or so while I'm here, and jump in the hot tub and warm back up. Nice area here. And this is the old house. The story of that is it was at the bottom of the lake, and when they dammed the area to make it a lake, they moved this house up top of the hill, but it's in disrepair right now. So there's section 1, which is back behind me, and this is section 2. It's almost a mile drive. It's about, I think it's 1.1 miles from one end to the other. So this is a big park, but there's a lot of dead space that has, I say dead space, a lot of trees. There are some trails in some of these, but you just gotta know. I'm probably gonna take my bicycle down a trail or two. Yeah, I'm driving with my phone in my hand. Yeah, I'm doing 6 miles an hour. I think I'm. There's some cabins, and you got some RVs, and then they got some of these visitors here. You see those guys? Several of those out here. Oh, that's probably another group. It's probably not a group that I saw before. But anyway. And watch out for this guy here too, because this is the Texas roundabout, so they put a tree there. And actually, they built this these 2 roads around this thing just so you'd avoid hitting the tree. Kind of reminds me of Columbus, Texas. And there's one of those trails I was telling you about. Going that way. I'll take my bike down that one, I think. And here, just outside the activity center, you can see there's a place to park your bike, and there's a miniature golf. And this is the building itself. So we're gonna come down here, see the ping pong and/or table tennis. Looks like they've got a makeshift pickleball court set up here. Don't think it's been used in a while. I don't think it's regulation. And some shuffleboard, sort of. More of a playground type stuff out here this way. Volleyball. Looking for the basketball court. I know there's a basketball court toward the front of the park, but I don't know about the back one. So here's inside. A couple pool tables there. She's doing some puzzle, looks like. And this room here, I think used to be either an entertainment room. I've seen these before. And or they sometimes make these a library or a place for you to put your computer up. Looks like a kid's playroom though. A little stage or something there. And here's some couches for the big screen. Looks like a 65-inch, 55, something like that. And they've got some books and such. And one last thing I want to show you is some of the sports equipment. There's bathrooms back there. There's an office there. Shuffleboard pieces. And let's go out and look at the basketball court. Basketball court's not half bad. It's actually a little crooked. I played on it yesterday, but it's not half bad. It's not a full court. It's just a half court. But you can't hear any road noise. It's awesome. This is the miniature golf here. Not bad looking. Those of you who are building a miniature golf course understand that when you build these, and you go build these up, make some things like this. Like there's a ramp here. You know, a couple of these. You hear turkeys out there. And like this one here. Actually built the thing here. Oh look, there's some deer hanging around. More deer. Oh dear, lots of deer around here. That's not a bad course. I need to mow between them right now, but it's not bad. Got them all lined up. Pretty good. Nice shape. There's a mini dog park here. I say mini, I've actually seen some smaller than this. There's a place over there that you can see through the woods, place for picnic tables and a shed, and we're actually that direction. I'm going to kind of show you what a site basically looks like. You see our neighbors over there. There's actually one spot between us that nobody is at, and we're on spot F124. I'm going to pull this open, show you how my setup is. I got a 50 amp, 30 amp, and 110. You see we got breakers for all those. So that's good. So you could put basically anything on this spot here. Mine is full hookups. When I say full hookups, that means I got sewer and water. It's all water right there. I always recommend one of these, a splitter, because I use that to wash off the side of my RV if I need to, or car, or hose something down, and the other one actually goes into my RV. And of course this here is our sewer hookup. But I want to show you one other one because all are not created equal. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and walk over to our neighbors. I'll let these snakes in here. I'm going to go walk over here. I want you to take a look at this. This is right next door. This is F23. That one is not 50 amp. So that one's only 30 amp. Some of them also will have a picnic table and a fire ring. Now, my neighbor here behind me, who is also not here, has a picnic table and a fire ring. I don't have a fire ring. I might just swipe this one. So he's got a ring here, see? Looks like he might have pulled it from my yard actually at one time. But this is actually facing the other direction toward where the lake is, but there is no water in the lake. So anyway, one of the great things about this park is you can't hear the interstate. This would be why. This is actually Lake Medina, or at least the outline of it. You can see some cows way out there, some cows. Maybe I should zoom it in for you if I want to talk about it, right? You see them now? Yeah. So, the wind is actually blowing. I felt wind here in a while. This is the where it used to be a walk down to the water. And So this was a floating pier out this way here, and this is actually a boat ramp here. They continue to make it down that way. Boat launch, I should say. Kind of pretty though. Nice, just come out here with a book and read or something, huh? But this is now a used to be where you would park your car and put your boat in the water. That's a fish cleaning station there, and the bathrooms that are now closed. A couple of good things about this park is, one, you can get propane here, so that's good. Get propane, basically call the front office and tell them that you're coming out here, and they'll get someone out here from AmeriGas or one of their employees to come do that. They also have a dump station here, two-way dump station. Basically it goes both ways, if you know what I mean. So, but there's also a lot of RV sites that you got to be careful with, because they may give you a 50 amp site, but there's no sewer. A lot of these sites out here don't have sewer. Some of them are, they got 30 and 50, 30 amp, 50 amp, 30 amp, 50 amp, 30, 30, 30, then a 50 amp. So it's not one section is 50, one section is 30 like a lot of parks. So you really got to kind of watch that map. When you first come in though, they'll tell you to, basically if you've got a jalopy like mine, they'll tell you to unhook, go check it out, take this placard that they give you, and you got to put that placard on your power pole so that you can reserve it, so then you can come back and get your RV and take it to where you need to go. Keep you from driving your RV around circles a whole bunch of times. A little more difficult if you're in a fifth wheel or a pull behind trailer, but hey, that's the advantages of having a tow dolly and having a car behind you. So this one also is the same way. It's directly behind mine, which is 50 amp, but this one's only 30 amp. But so it kind of gives you an idea. Now some of the areas up front, they got a whole bunch of 50 amp spots. So the problem is none of those 50 amp spots have sewer. Now they've got a what they call a honey wagon that will come around and help you dump your tanks and stuff. But see, as much as we wash clothes and take showers, we take a shower pretty much every day. We do a load of clothes every day. We'd have to have that honey wagon come around about every 3 days. And at $25 a pop, I don't want no part of that. Give me something that has what I want. Also, the other thing you need to consider is shade. A lot of these you see are shaded. Hope I'm blocking out some of that wind. A lot of these are shaded, but some are not. Some are dead in the sun. I got another video that talks about how to find the perfect spot. Mine, for me, is a perfect spot. The reason is I've got shade on both sides of my RV, but nothing directly above me. I don't like limbs above me. For example, reason why is when it rains, as it did yesterday. Yesterday it rained a whole lot, and I wasn't under a tree, so that was a good thing, right? You better believe it. So there was no I didn't have to worry about sap or anything like that, things coming off the tree like you see up in these trees. All these little pieces of whatever, they're not falling on my RV, so there's nothing directly above my RV. There's stuff on the side. Obviously if wind blows, things can happen, but there's nothing there. So anyway, that gives you an idea what this about. If you like that sort of thing, great. None of these had concrete that you parked on. Also, I didn't see any concrete pads that you park beside. Basically, it's all this rough gravel looking stuff here, and there's lots of grass, of course, like there is in mine. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. This is not a bad park whatsoever. Would I consider coming back here? Yeah, even if there's no water in the lake. It doesn't bother me that much. I don't have a boat. I'm not an avid lake swimmer, so that's no big deal. So all the other amenities make up for that. I haven't yet got in the pool, but I will soon, but not before this video is done. So be sure to like and subscribe and send this to your friends and let them know that this is definitely a true look at what the park is and what it has and how it's set up. I really enjoy this park. We're going to be here 3 weeks. Looking forward to many more days of walking in the woods and seeing more deer. I'm going to let you go. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm out here living the coolest life. RV Park Review Edition.